Thank you, Ms. Peter. As a teen advocate perspective as Prime Minister and Senior Minister, and not forgetting fellow opposition member and last but not least member of the House. Good morning and Assalamualaikum to all members of the opposite team and member of the floor. Before I put forward my case today, I would like to define today's motion. This is believed that has social media improved human communication. According to the name of Dictionary of Contemporary English, social network means that computer-based technology that facilitates the sharing of ideas, thoughts, and information through the building of virtual networks and communication. By design, social media is internet-based and give users quite electronic communication of content. While human communication means that the fields dedicated to understand how humans communicate. Human communicate is grounded in comparative and shared intentions. Humans have communication abilities that our animals do not. Begin able to communicate aspects like time and place a truth they were solid objects. Objects are a few examples. It is said the human communicates to request help, to information others, and to share attitudes as a way of bonding. So, in a short, our motion today is defined as has social media improved human communication? It means that social media has changed the way we communication with each other by giving us the ability to be constantly communicating. Today, I as the Prime Minister will be the first speaker of the government and I will present first argument. Today, we the government strolling belief with the motion is has social media improved human communication? Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, why I agree with the motion has social media improved human communication is because friend and relations. Social media started as a place to connect with your friend in an easy and convenient way. Truly speaking, many of you might have found your old friends from school and college. You were out of touch due to one reason or others. Well, I will say I have, and I thank to social media for this. Social media has provided us the opportunity to connect with people and build better relationships with friends with whom we are unavailable to meet personally, and let them know about our life and take input about their life and event happening with them. Like, like I mean that. So, if social media can help we to the find our friend that long time not meet, like the old school, so we can find them in the social media like Facebook. We can find on Instagram. We can chat with them. We can ask them how them and how and where them go for what for a long time. We not see them. We can call them, yeah, in the social network. So therefore, as a conclusion, We, the government, slowly agree that social media can improve human communication. Okay, thank you. Now I pass to the second speaker to rebut my point.
Thank you to the speaker one. The point that she had pointed out is the social media can strengthen the bond between family and friends. I am totally disagree with this. Social media can bring misunderstanding in conversation. People can misunderstanding the message we delivered. It's easy to forget that there's a visual barrier between us and the person we're talking to, a barrier that perhaps obstructs our ability to talk directly with that person. The non-verbal ways we can communicate face-to-face, such as the use of hand gestures and facial expressions, are missing in online conversations, and often this can result in misunderstandings. Perhaps making online communication more open to ambiguities and misinterpretations. Not only that, social networks have become the central facilitator for daily communication with peers, family, and acquaintances. It is affecting our relationships and decreases the quality of interpersonal communication. Another impairment of communication skills caused by the extensive use of social media platform is the impoverishment of language. Using messengers, people often use shortened versions of words in order to type and deliver their messages as quickly as possible. Shortened versions like K, TTYL, UR, DER, GR8, CU, TC, and so on completely ruins the grammar and syntax. It also develops the use of slang terms, and sometimes people tend to forget that they are neglecting the beauty of language when they are online busy with the social media. This brings to my other point, which is social media makes a person lack confidence when speaking face to face. In a society where interacting and oversharing is the norm, you are probably more likely to speak to friends and family through electronic devices than face to face. Often at events or parties, guests are attached to their smartphones, tweeting or texting, but no one is truly engaging or interacting with the people around them. As more generations are born into the social age, social media will continue to be the favored communication from among young people. However, this shift may begin to affect their ability to properly communicate in person with peers. In addition, people have become so conditioned to communicating via a screen that the traditional person to person contact has become a social anxiety that many shy away from. It is undeniable that communicating personally with people allows us to develop deeper, more meaningful connections. Yet, as our digital profiles evolve, our ability to form personable connections becomes more difficult. Thank you. And back to the government. The government side up is to rebut my point.
Okay. Thank you, Speaker Arif, and good day, everyone. As we know that social media has very much positive impact in our human communication. The second advantage that I do like to state is we can gain knowledge and information among different people through online sharing. For example, during this COVID-19 pandemic that happened in our country, we only can communicate through social media with other people about several cases that happened in our area because of the lockdown. Given this social media, it is also promotes the increase in the communication skills among the students, especially among the people, especially the students. Therefore, many people like to share their ideas and creativity using social media by writing an article through social media such as blog. It will increase communication among users, even enrich language skills because of the possibility to make contact with people from different part of the world. That's all for my part. I will pass to the next speaker.
Thank you, Nurul Sharia. Okay, I will continue with my arguments in a while, but before that, there are some things about Miss Sharia's speech that need to be addressed. The second proposition speaker has told us that with the help of social media that improved human communication, we can gain knowledge and information through online sharing, but in fact, social media is all about information overload. Many people tend to binge on social media, spending hours and hours scrolling through sites. Ultimately, this may lead to a constant craving or more internet or more social media consumption. The more people get, the more they want, and it's hard to stop the cycle because not all of the information are true, and some of it are fake and also might harmful. I'm totally disagree with the social media has improved human communication, but I will be explaining some cons of social media. Let me come to my first argument. The first reason why we are opposing this motion is because social media could killing your dreams and drain your precious time by communicating with strangers. Time is our most vulnerable commodity, so why do we waste it frequently? One of the worst feelings in when we have something important to do, but our brain lack of energy to focus. Creative brain's energy is how we generate our best ideas. It also how we have clarity to execute tasks at a peak level. Scrolling through social media and also communicating with strangers could drain your brain of this vulnerable energy. Valuable energy, energy that could be used to build the life you desire. As you know, in fact, you can make many examples for this in real life. Just think of a person is scrolling his Twitter feed all the times in India. There are so many influencers in Twitter and any other social media feeds. As you all know, Superlife is a well-known company that has people to find wealth, but not everyone is a good at the system. Some of them are influenced by dominators Superlife and invest such a large capital in it without any knowledge of the system. This could be a great loss for them, and they might not able to persuade with their dreams because they have wasted the money in the other media. Time is gold, so don't waste it in social media. Now let me explain my second argument, which is students who are heavy social media users tend to have lower grades. The researchers found that those who were particularly active on social media did not spend less time studying. However, those who are used to social networking sites very frequently regularly post messages and photos did have slightly lower grades. Although the team stressed that its negative effect is very small. Those who used social media while studying or doing homework also had slightly worse grade than students who didn't use the sites, possibly because this form is multitasking distracted students from their work. Commenting on whether social media could be causing the slight decrease in grades or whether students who already have lower grades are more easily drawn to distraction of social media. For example, my grades during my days without social medias were high because all my time was spent for studying. Example, during my SPM and UPSR session. Later, when I got involved in social medias, my grades started to drop as I began to spend more time on my social medias instead of my education. This could be the good example. A research said that 31% of teens say that using social media during homework reduces the quality of their work. Students who used social media had an average GPA of 3.06, while non-users had an average GPA of 3.82. Students who used social media while studying scored 20% lower on tests. College grades dropped 0.12 points for every 93 minutes above the average 106 minutes spent of the Facebook per day. So as we can see, social media has not improved human communication, but it's caused a lot of problems. Therefore, social media has to be used wisely for a great future. Thank you. That's all from me. Okay, now I'm passing it back to speaker one.
Okay, thank you to Speaker Sugendran. I want to rebut the point of the opposite team. I still stand with my totally agree that has social media improved human communication. So I think social media is good for us. Can it can help us to find to find part-time job like for as a student for a student also. So my point is my point is business business opportunity for business. So social network can help us to become social network have become a critical part of many of us. We don't have noticed this, but as soon as we open our desktop or laptop to access the web, we consistently open our favorite social media or social network just to see about the update reserve reserve. So like example, when we have a free time, we like to open like Netflix, YouTube or something else, the same social network like that. So social network also have business have noticed the value of social network in our life, and they are using different technique to promote their product. Um, to promote their product, there are a number of customized applications being made on the social platform, whose main purpose is to promote the products of brands as social to promote the product or brand. Like have one platform nowadays famous is Shopee. In the during this pandemic COVID-19 in MCO, so more people get attract to the online shopping uh, for today. As student, they can do some part-time job like online business in Shopee or Facebook. They can promote also in Instagram. So um, as social marketing is cost effect and brands have a huge audience. They are shifting more towards social marketing. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you to all the speakers. So in conclusion, we can see by having this debate, whether or not people want to accept it, social media has several negative impacts on their daily lives. We cannot deny that the fact that social platform is very helpful, providing news, gossips, and to keep in touch with friends and family, but we cannot afford it to become the focal point of our lives. The access that people have on the internet and social media specifically has become too easy. It has made the language lazy and thus resulting people uninterested in meeting others in person, which eliminates any chance of deep and meaningful conversation. People have started losing their ability to communicate efficiently, which is a testament to what kind of total control social media has over their lives. Overall, social media can be beneficial if used wisely and in the proper proportion. So it is easy to conclude that the negative impacts of social media far outweigh any benefits that they may provide to society at this juncture. This is not to say society should revert to using pigeons to pass messages. There are many valuable components of social media that have benefited society enormously. But when the figures suggest that our society is so heavily affected by our online identities, we have a right to fear what the future may look like. Arguably, 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 those who are in the most danger of communicative displacement are those of the young generation. Know that more than 4 in 10 parents have said that they will allow their child to use social media ahead of them reaching the minimum age required. It is perhaps only a matter of time before our society fails to communicate actively and effectively. That's all from me. Thank you.